But the splayed out feet helps them in the environment that they're in, correct?
Right. Well, if you go out on the Outer Banks and look at those feet.
Are you talking about here in North Carolina?
Here in North Carolina.
Okay.
And the ponies out there, and I've had a chance to see them in person, but their feet are kind of splayed out and they break off in chunks. And there was a herd of horses actually here in Union County, and a guy had put out a mare and or two mares and a stallion, and it was on about 500 acres, and there'd been a couple horses put in and out and all this sort of deal, but the mare and the two older stallions or the mares and the two stallions. Okay, when I get where I can talk, the mare.
Do you need a flow chart, Mike? Do you need a flow chart?
The mares and the stallion, they had bred and had babies every year, and
Circle of life.
Circle of life, yes. But there was a reason that someone called the Humane Society on them and all that, and those horses were fat and happy, and nobody had ever ridden them, and got the chance to look at the backs of the horses, and they were different from our ridden horses. They were much better, but they'd never had a saddle on them to start some of the damage they ended up doing to horses' backs. And those feet were different because they kind of walked. It was clay, wasn't as harsh an environment as this horse came from, so that we got to see them in different parts of the year. Or during the hard part of the year, the foot would be a little closer to this. But during the rainy season, when they were walking in mud, they would actually end up with mud balls packed in there. And as the weather rings came down, it would kind of crack fairly close to the weather rings. And then, of course, when he went to dry weather, they'd start polishing the foot off a little more like this.
So they would naturally heal. They would get bad, and then they would heal themselves, and then get bad again, and
right, depending on the cycle of the weather.